Hey guys, we're here on the next chapter, or not the next chapter, next segment of the chapter. And we're just going to do some looting because we do have some new options in the shop. And get all the stuff we can get before we go in there. Oh. It's kind of a jump scare there for me.
Welcome. Got some rare things on sale.
Alright, now as you can see, we got the white dots for buying and tune up. So we're going to go in here and get the extra large case, the treasure map, just so we can do it along the way. And we got a few new weapons. We got a black tail and the broken butterfly, sorry. And Punisher's not new for what we've seen anyway, but there is some other stuff down below it, but I'm not going to be really worried about checking those out. And with the broken butterfly, you got 13 power starting off, so it's definitely going to be worth it. And we can sell that for $22,350. And doing that right there pretty much pays for the gun.
What are you buying? Is that all, stranger? Thank you.
And then we're also going to look at the butterfly, and we're going to buy that one. But as you can see, the spacing is terrible, so I'm going to have to make some room. And I'll speed this part up for you guys, that way you don't have to wait for me.
Thank you. What are you buying?
Alright, now that we're back onto here, we have a lot of tune-ups we can do and not a lot of gold to do it.
Is that all, stranger?
So firepower for me is always first option.
Thank you.
And we're gonna look at this one for 25,000. We can check our gold, turn away from it for now. And I do believe I get this one up, even though it is also 25,000. And I can do the capacity, and I think, yep, I did do it.
Thank you.
And then shot delay is an important thing for me as well.
Thank you.
Alright, so can't do anything there. And we're gonna go back to the TMP. And I can't do anything there. So then the pistol, 8,000 for capacity, and I have a little over enough.
Thank you.
And we're about broke.
Come back anytime.
And don't forget, if you don't want to have to go through all that again, don't forget to save after you go through the merchant and equip your weapon. For now, we are going to leave the butterfly alone. We'll save that for later on. And here, there is a quick little tactic you can do if you can get the timing right. And the dragonfly ammo is for the rifle, not for the pistol or the butterfly. So you're going to wound them quickly, let them know you're here, and run in here real quick. The faster you can do this, the better. And and just make sure you don't go too far so she doesn't get hurt, and then tell her to stay. Yep, he's gonna get smashed by his own people, and we're gonna make sure this one does too. Then you got the little barrel up there you can shoot. And we're not going to worry about him anymore. So we're going to run down here, get some loot, and take a look at this cannon. I guess we're not going to take a look at the cannon. Alright, now here you also have one of those launchers, catapults, over there. And you can actually hit it through here if you just pick the gun up, and you can do it safely. If not, you can just pop your head around the corner, take out the barrel. And I thought I heard someone, so I was checking over there, because there are 2 people that come from behind and try to take her while you're busy. And we're just going to get this guy distracted, pull him out here. So now I haven't killed the people behind me yet on the catapults, so this was a bit risky, but I got lucky. And because I saw he was still over there and just now realized that, I'm going to tell her to wait in here. Alright, now, important thing is, if you're doing this, don't get stuck on the edge. But this is why I save my heals until I really need them. So we're going to go ahead and heal up and increase our maximum health. Alright, here's those 2. They took their sweet time getting here. And as you can see, not every bullet is stunning them like they used to. So you're going to have to be a bit more careful if you use the knife with the dual wield. And if you're following the map, the treasure is over here in the corner. Don't fall for that chest. And you got the one back here. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I forgot while playing and forgot now that we got to go back over here, spin the lever, and then shoot the door. And I'm going to turn it to the right. Boom. Alright, with that done, through here is just a merchant. You don't really need your weapon. And since we didn't upgrade everything, we're going to go in and sell what we can and see if we can do any more upgrades.
Is that all, stranger? Thank you. What are you buying? Is that all, stranger? Come back.
There we go. We got our TMP a little bit higher up on the power. And then in here, we lose connection during a phone call. Ding, drop calls. And if you notice, you got the silver blade on the gold background. It is not where it's supposed to be. Just come over here and stab her with it. And you got these people up here. For the most part, they let you get warmed up for a second, and then they really start coming at you. Alright. Now here I kind of jumped the gun, and I forgot that there was more people coming up down from below. But no big worries. We're still on easy. And then I just completely lost focus there. Alright, we're going to save some ammo on this guy. Try not to get hit. And I just decided to loot. I don't know why I decided to skip the other sword before coming back up here. But that's how we ended up doing it, so sorry about that. So gold to gold. And silver to silver. Or platinum, my bad. Alright, now I forget his name, but he's gonna come running up, give us a key, and we can't go through this door with it, but we can go through that one. Just checking to make sure nothing's over here to break or steal. And we're just going to do some looting. We can't go through the door on the left. We got the medallion missing piece on the center. And all in all, this place may be a bit large and easy to overlook some stuff, but it's not all that difficult. It does definitely make you think a little bit more here in a minute. We're going to come over, grab a key, and that's going to help us get those flames extinguished. And that's when I realized I didn't heal after being hit. So we're just going to increase our maximum stamina and get a few more back. And make a full heal that we can put into increase health. I keep saying stamina, I don't know why. Or stamina, whichever way it's supposed to be said. Alright, we got these bells. They'll come in handy. You'll want to end up hitting them for this guy because he is blind. And if you ever need to get his attention to run at you, that's going to be one way of doing it while saving a bullet. And you can't just shoot the lever through there, and shooting him doesn't really do much of anything. It may even activate the fight scene. And we're just going to put her over here in the corner and hope she stays out of the way.
Wait.
We're going to just peg him a few times, make sure he's not going to hit her, and then unload the shotgun on his back. Alright, so we're going to save some ammo, hit the bell, get his attention. And here I was actually trying to save some ammo. Turns out, I believe that was probably a poor decision on saving the shotgun ammo anyway. Because there's so much difference of a power that you're not really saving anything unless you just have a crap ton of handgun ammo. And because of that, I ended up getting hit. There we go, we can proceed. And don't forget the ammo that's up above. She's still okay, but we're going to give her a chicken egg. And we're going to increase our health. And try to keep that nice and neat. And don't forget to tell her to follow you. Now here I wanted to try and see if I could shoot this light and fall on them, but they did not want to get close enough. And then either poor timing or just it doesn't work. Maybe I probably should have shot the light as I was running into their field of view or something. Now, I messed up here. You should have really shot him in the chest and let him throw his dynamite stick whenever those two are next to him. That way it would be an easy clear. But we're just going to take the flame grenade and make it almost as easy.
Wait. Follow me.
Just one guy, so we're going to do some ammo conserving. And now you got this brigade here. Don't worry about conserving your grenades. Just make sure those two get out quick and easy. And then sometimes, if you get lucky, you can get a quick kill off. And two, before anyone really gets on top of you. And the main thing is, if they do start crowding you, you can always shoot them in the legs, take them down. And if you can keep them in a group, just throw a grenade or a flame grenade at them. kind of hoping he was going to run into the flames, but he's not that stupid. This guy just didn't want to die, and I didn't realize. I don't know if all the heavier hitters have that much face makeup or whatever it is, but he was a boss because you'll see here in a second that he drops the large treasure box. And again, we're gonna heal. It seems like we're using all of our heals this time around. And we got more people coming up at us. I was considering moving to the TMP, but then I felt like I wanted to save it because sometimes having 2 or 3 clips during a boss fight is actually very, very useful. Alright, just try to keep it quick and clean. Just make sure you're watching your back as you're doing it. And in here, you're going to want to move to the pressure plates. Doesn't matter which one first. And we're going to tell her to wait on one. And we're going to wait on the other one. And also don't forget to follow. If you get too far behind, she'll start hollering for you. And if you get farther and farther ahead, then it will say you've lost track of her and you fail. Now, this guy's got one of those metal helmets, so you can't really knife him unless he's on the ground like this. And since we have a handful of them over here, I just took those 2 out quick with a shotgun. Wasn't too concerned with saving the ammo. That shotgun hit didn't even phase him. And if you notice there, I think this is when I started wondering if you shoot the things growing out of their heads. If you shoot it at the right time, like shortly as they're starting to pop out, you might actually be able to one-shot kill them with the shotgun. Or anything just as powerful. Maybe I'll test that later and see, but I did not test it during this run. I think there is 1 or 2 more times I did end up doing it, but not intentional. Yeah, the crank. We see the crank. You don't have to point it out to us. Alright, so we're going to let her up. I'm not sure if one side's easier than the other, but you're going to start on one side, she's going to move to the other, and you have to protect her from a distance. So if you're wanting to test out the butterfly, this would be a good time to do it. Just make sure you hit your shots. But because I have very little ammo on that and a handful on this one, I'm going to use my pistol and my shotgun. And I'm not saving ammo because that just increases the amount of time. And we have to make sure that she stays safe. I'm just going to continue to keep protecting her because she's super slow at spinning that crank. It's like she's never worked a day in her life. Yeah, I'll catch you. But if you do catch her right away, make sure you're ready for the fight. One of these days I will learn to stop pointing the gun at her. Alright, we're going to run around here, do some looting. And we do have our little merchant guy. And the shooting range over in this corner. Yes. We'll buy, sell, and tune up. And our inventory is a mess.
Is that all, stranger? Thank you. What are you buying?
Oh, that's not what I wanted to grab because it didn't have the up arrows. And yes, we will get that firepower. And we still have enough for the shotgun, so we're going to go ahead and grab that. And we'll get the power up.
Thank you. Come back anytime.
Now, if you want to explore, you can. There's not too much else you can do. And I did realize I had some dragonfly ammo.
What are you
It's
selling?
literally useless because the ballistic ammo goes for our magnum.
Is that all, stranger? Thank you.
And again, this is where real life beats the video game. Because even though we can't go through this door, I'm pretty sure almost anyone watching this would just climb on the railing, pull themselves up here and get over. That's assuming if whatever is up there is worth it, but there is a treasure up there, I believe. And chapter 3-1, the end of that one, we had 84% ratio. Brought our ratio up pretty good. And we're going to save and go straight into the firing range. Yep, we're going to skip past all that. Turn back around. And let's do some shooting. Now, I'm not sure if it's random chance, if anything would spawn in here for you to pick up or whatever. I did not get anything worth picking up besides this little shooting range paper.
Welcome.
And then, yeah, I want to test my skill because I know I'm terrible. Alright, so we're going to begin with the handgun. You get 10,000 points for the normal prize and 17,500 for the bonus prize. And once you reload, get the gun locked up and ready. And just go ahead and start it. Your main idea is go for the headshots. Nothing but headshots. And always, always hit the flying saucer. Alright, we are on our 4th try now. And I actually was half tempted to quit recording so I could save some memory space. But we're just going to charge on ahead, keep a clean video as much as possible. And I do believe this one is the one that we win on. Yep, 17,500. And we get the bonus prize now. Leon with the shotgun. And now we move to the shotgun. Bonus prize, 11,000. And as long as you know what you're doing with the shotgun, it's not all that hard. Just always make sure you're gripping that barrel whenever you're shooting for the accuracy. And even shooting through one, getting a body shot on the other. I do believe we make this one through on the first try. Even with some terrible, terrible aiming. And I just realized how many shots I took. I don't know if you have to actually reload. You might just have to keep pulling the trigger and pumping the shotgun. But it's just kind of a habit to reload. So yeah, we kind of crushed that score. I think that one's made for people who don't exactly know what they're doing. So say if they're trying to do one-hand deal, make it cool, you're not going to have near the accuracy as you would using 2 hands. And I believe it would be a smaller spread using 2 hands. Just like this, they want you to hold it close to your chest, get the most stability you can. And because if you hold it up like this, although 1 or 2 shots isn't so bad, you do end up losing on the accuracy. Alright, now the main thing is you do want to make sure you're using the two-handed version. Alright, grab that little grip in the front and keep it close to your body so you have the most stability. It's not going to kick on you near as much. And just time your shots from them moving, even though I'm kind of failing there. And shoot the dynamite stick. And we got the 1550 or 15,500. It's well above the bonus prize. And that gives us Don Jose. Since that was the last one of this set of gun range, we're going to go ahead and back out of here and save. I hope any of the weapon tutorials that I gave you helps. I do believe some of the information is later on the game, but if you're like me trying to rush through it, you may not always find it. And we will see you on the next mission.